Hello, and welcome back to the Drive Time
Podcast.
I'm your host, Parker Brown, and I'm joined by my illustrious host,
Alfred Barnes.
How's it going, everybody? We're here. We're on the way to the Heckler's Ball.
Yeah.
I have a dress on. Al has a tux.
We're dressed to the nines.
We're dressed to the nines. We're in a limo right now.
Yep. Driving the limo.
Driving the limo. It kind of defeats the purpose if you both sit up front in the limo, though.
The people we have in the back are very confused.
It just makes it very difficult to drive. It's kind of like that. Wasn't that the final level of Crazy Taxi? Like, is you had to drive a limo or some shit. That's basically what we're doing. We're in Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, we just got through some traffic on 695. We had
the traffic.
A straight up jam.
Ugh, yuck.
Agreed.
I think everyone hates traffic. There probably is some fucking fetishist out there whose fetish is traffic.
Yeah, they just rock hard.
They love
Although
waiting.
let's be honest, if you're stuck in traffic, that's the best time to jerk off in a car.
You think so?
Well, I mean, compared to going 70 on a highway, probably more exhilarating.
The faster you go.
Although I think people are more likely to see you if you're stopped, so that could be a thing, because there's like the people who like getting caught.
You know what the hardest part about jerking off while you're driving is?
Your dick.
Tightening the noose.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't know if you want to see it, but when I was working at that collision repair shop,
one
of the technicians, somebody sent him a video that they took of this guy. He was driving down the highway, and he came up, and this dude was deep-throating a dildo while he was driving. And then he, pulls it out real fast. And this wasn't something I, heard. This was something that somebody showed me. I have seen it. I was like, damn. Is he going over to the dominatrix's house, and he's like, gotta get warmed up?
Well, that people talk about alpha males fucking a lot of girls or whatever.
Right.
I think that's more alpha than
that takes
anything.
Balls.
That takes a high T level. You know that dude's horny as fuck.
Oh yeah, he's got to be.
He's probably got T levels. He's probably went bald when he was 13.
Yeah.
You ever thought about getting a T injection?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
You don't even think you could just get a little top up? You know what I mean?
A what?
A top up?
What's a top? Oh, you fill up the T reserve?
Yeah. Well, in your oil, sometimes you don't need to change. You just need a little top up. Just a little, maybe not a full injection, but maybe
just a half injection.
Just a half.
Just a skosh, as Parker Brown would say.
A skosh. Yes, of course.
Yeah, maybe a nip. Although I think when you're, my hair is already pretty thin.
Yeah.
And I think when you're on testosterone, you're more likely to go bald. If your testosterone levels are higher, it, correlates with balding.
It totally does.
But it increases your sex drive and performance in the bedroom.
Sex drive. We're on the Drive Time podcast.
Yeah.
We're having sex with each other.
Whoa. We'll save it for after the ball.
Oh, my bad.
Don't want to muss up your dress. Get schmutz on it. But, I'm excited. The Heckler's Ball tonight. Basically, we're going to be performing and people can heckle us.
They can heckle.
We are doing this. It is January 26th because this one's going to get released a little bit later because we're releasing episodes 5 and 6 this coming week. And then this will be 7 and 8. We're already on 7 and 8. Burning through the pod.
Crazy.
We got to figure out how many episodes we're doing in a season.
What is a season of podcasting?
Well, I don't know, but when I put it on the site, it says enter season and episode number.
Oh,
so
okay.
I feel 25 maybe.
Okay, I like that. We got to have a name for the season though. New Beginnings.
I like New Beginnings. I called the first episode The Journey Begins.
The Journey Begins. I like that's a good name.
Now, what do we do for the season finale?
We speed.
I like that.
I don't know what we do for the season finale.
I feel like the obvious answer would be a small road trip.
That would be good, but where will we go? We could go to Atlantic City.
That's true. We could go to Atlantic City.
Gamble. Even though I'm pretty bad at gambling.
Same. Last time I went, I lost $130.
Yeah.
Although the time before that, I left with $100 more than I went in with. But that was kind of because I was playing blackjack and the dealer kept fucking up and giving me money when he wasn't supposed to.
Oh, that's the best. You
found
someone that's bad at their job.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's see, I think a dealer is like the one time, talk a blackjack dealer, not drug dealer, that you want somebody to be bad at their job.
Oh, yeah.
Like, most of the time, you're like, God damn, this person fucking sucks.
Oh, yeah.
This is annoying. But if they're sliding you a couple extra dollars or, you know, I think you could make the argument that a bartender that gives away drinks from a business perspective.
My favorite kind.
Yeah. From a business perspective, might not be great.
People ask me, what's your favorite drink, Parker? I go, free. Anything free. Just kidding. We're both doing dry January.
Yeah.
Al said he was feeling like breaking tonight, but I'm not going to let him.
I'm not breaking tonight. Breaking tomorrow night when we go and see Tom Myers
live.
Oh,
baby. I can't wait. We were just going through the lineup before Tom Myers, too.
That's
wild. Perfect lineup. I don't know. It's just going to be a magical. I can just feel the magic already.
Yeah.
I just know in my heart that it's going to live up to my expectations. And sometimes you get your hopes up. Like, I was hoping the Ravens would beat the Bengals.
Right.
And they almost did. And then, of course, those hopes are dashed. But you can't stop hoping.
You can't stop believing.
Or else, what's the point of life? What are we doing here? Just driving around?
Recording podcasts?
Talking into the void?
We're not talking into the void. And actually, exciting news for the Drive Time podcast.
Ooh.
We've officially broken 100 listens.
Woo! Give us a little honk for that. No, don't actually honk.
My horn doesn't work.
Oh.
Not happening. The horn in my car does not work.
Hell yeah. Did you honk too hard? Is that what happened?
No, it was very shortly after I got the car, like 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Horn stopped working. And it'll work like once in every 10 bops. It'll every once in a while.
So if you're mad at someone, you have to go beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, or I just scream out the window, or I hit them with the boop boop. One of those.
I like that. I think that's in many ways more disrespectful, the light flash.
The flash and the hazards.
Because the honk could kind of be like, hey buddy, it's time to go, but the flashing, the lights, like that's like you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's like saying, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. It's less angry and more like confused than the honk.
Oh man! Speaking of driving, I was doing a little door dashing today.
Oh, a little door dash.
Yeah, I didn't
extra money.
Yeah, I didn't do it at all like last year. I did it the year before that during the pandemic because like I didn't have a lot else to do, and a lot of people were door dashing food, getting food door dash to their place. So, but yeah, just because as I've mentioned previously, the wedding's getting expensive.
Oh, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah,
photographer somehow.
So, yeah, I did been doing a little door dash, and what's always blows my mind is how short of a distance people will DoorDash to.
Oh, yeah.
I've there was one that I did, this was like 2 years ago, but the pizza place, I'm not exaggerating, was a block away from the house that I delivered it to.
Shit.
Like, it took me longer to drive to the pizza place than it would have taken this person to walk, order, wait for their food, and walk back.
That's
because it was like 20 minutes from where I was that I drove out to. I drove 20 minutes for what could have been a 2-minute walk for them.
Do you think do people normally do the no contact still?
I'd say like 70% of them say leave it at my door.
Okay.
Somebody today had me leave it on top of their trash can, which I was like, all right.
That's kind of gross, dude.
Yeah.
It's the grossest place you could leave
Well, he said leave it on the blue bin, and I was like, this is a trash can. Let's not gussy it up.
No. I don't put trash in there. That's actually my food shelf.
But, yeah. You know what? I didn't realize how expensive stamps are.
What? What are you talking about, Willis? Stamps are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I thought.
Per stamp.
Well, how much? How many stamps do you need? Oh, for the
we're sending out save the dates.
Oh.
And I went to the post office today to pick up some stamps. Also, kind of disappointed in the stamp selection.
Okay.
I really thought there was going to be more. I mean, there's stamp collectors out there. Yeah. They have 8 options at the post office. Like, it's not like...
Well, that's how they minimize the options, so you have to buy them when they come out.
Yeah,
you got to constantly be buying stamps if you want to keep up the collection. You know?
You're not wrong. But yeah, no, I go to the post office, and it was 20 minutes before close, which I didn't think was crazy. But I was a third in line behind this fella who, he's got the cane, the long beard, the gray ponytail.
This is the most exciting part of his day.
Yeah,
is buying stamps. Okay.
Oh no, and he was going back and forth with this woman at the counter. But the issue is
no, hold on. What were they arguing about?
They weren't arguing, but he was like, "I want to rent a mailbox," and she's like, "You can't rent a mailbox." She's like, "You want a PO box?" He's like, no, I want to rent a mailbox.
That's what a P.O. box is.
Yeah. But still.
Oh, my God. That's
nonetheless.
Okay.
Well, he's also like, there's some Latina woman in front of him in line, and he's just trying to spit game. This guy's like 60 years old, and he's like, I love your nails. They're so fun. But he's saying it like, so fun. And I'm like, dude, stop. Like, you're the cane.
Dude, fuck yeah.
He's rocking like a cane. But he didn't get like, see, I feel like when you're old, if you got long gray hair, you got to get some kind of cool cane with like
a cool cane.
A cool cane with like a gnarled piece of wood with an orb on top,
or
like a skull,
a wolf, the old silver wolf.
Yeah, a wolf or like a cobra head, something like that. Like
the Jafar.
Yeah, the Jafar, exactly. But he's just got like a classic purple hook.
Oh, you can't do that.
And I was like, no, sir. You can't be rocking a camo hat.
Listen, you're not. Oh, he had the camo hat.
Yeah, the camo like bucket hat like that they wear, and whenever like the Marines are like wading through a swamp.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, the camo bucket hat is a pretty sick look, but I don't think you can be rocking that as like an old white dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to like say it was a bucket hat, but it was
stolen valor.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, one of those, stealing valor from Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, dude, I like. Because I went in the post office twice. Once to get a feel for the stamps, and I sent them to Jackie. Said, "Do any of these appeal for our save the dates?" Right.
You got to run it by.
You got to run it by.
You can't even be trusted to buy stamps.
Well, I didn't like any of the options, so I was like, Jackie's probably not going to. But she's like, "Man, those are okay." And I was like, "All right." So I went back 20 minutes before close, and apparently there was only 2 employees. Okay. And the one assumedly senior employee was like, "Now's the time to show the new employee how to lock up the." How to lock up the birthday card display. So they're like locking up the birthday card display while there's 8 people waiting in line.
Oh my God.
I was like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, what you want to do is lock it almost all the way so people could still get in if they want birthday cards, but you can close it at a moment's notice. I was like, first question.
The exciting times at the
Yeah. I was like, first question, are you worried you're going to get overwhelmed with people interested in birthday cards?
Well, also, you have 8 people in line. How more overwhelmed are you going to get at the post office?
Yeah. Secondly, if somebody breaks in, I don't think they're like, oh, I got to get a birthday card from my boy. Like,
that's true.
Like, oh, man, it was horrible. But once I got the line rolling, it wasn't bad, except for a fucking camo hat who was going back and forth about the mailbox.
Dude, I want to meet this man. I mean, 60, spitting game at the post office.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy that never gives up.
Yep, never loses hope.
He's looking for love.
Dude, he's in pursuit of something.
Dude, I really hope he has like a Bumble, and the age range he selects is like 25 to 27. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he makes it a super small window. But see, that's the thing, is that only has to work once, and you'll do it for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I had a camo hat and a cane, and I picked up somebody at like a freaking post office,
yeah,
that would
him.
be my
I snapped
outfit.
a picture just for your context.
Oh my God, dude, what a fucking pimp!
Yeah. He's one of those fly skimmers the Beastie Boys were talking about.
Fly skimmer.
Let all the fly skimmers. I think that's what they say. Feel the beat. Drop.
I have no words for fly skimmer. We got to bring that back.
Yeah. There's a lot of lingo I want to bring back.
Okay. Hit me with it.
Harlot.
You use harlot a lot.
I do. I like harlot, floozy. Yeah. I like all the old school terms for whore.
Okay.
Way more than the modern ones.
Oh, yeah.
Floozy's dude, good. When people say for the streets, I'm like, shut the fuck up. When somebody comments, it'll be like, she's for the streets. It'll be a girl. She'd be like, I broke up with my boyfriend and then had sex with another guy. And they're like, for the streets. And I'm like, relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Like, yeah, if a girl's fucking like 87 dudes at the same time, maybe a little questionable.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think you'd say the same about a man in that situation, right? You're like, yo, chill. But at the same time, I think that's the biggest problem with like TikTok and a lot of these other things is like the unoriginality in comments.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's all like just like running bits. Like the recent one I've seen, it'll be like typical Ohio on any comment where somebody or anything where somebody's doing something questionable.
I mean, just the lowest.
Back in my day, you'd shit on West Virginia, not Ohio. It was all about incest.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean,
Now you see a redneck and people think Ohio. Where's my country gone?
It's because Western Virginia got addicted to opiates, and now it's not funny anymore.
Man, you sounded like you're addicted to opiates. Nodding off in the passenger seat. My co-pilot on the Drive Time podcast.
We got to stop by the methadone clinic on the way. Yeah, one of the apartments I looked at was next to a fucking methadone clinic, and it was like super nice, but
to meet new people.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking, like, I go here, I get addicted to heroin, and then I got a mate. Then I could just do heroin in the right next to the methadone clinic.
Well, don't like those clinics like give you a little something to get you to the next day?
Yeah, methadone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you know, it's like baby heroin, I think.
Heroin for kids.
Heroin, yeah.
That's actually our first sponsor now that we've hit 100 streams. Heroin for kids. Is your kid crying all the time? Want him to sleep for 3 days? Heroin.
No, I'm thinking more like, does your kid have some musical talent but needs that extra push? Get them baby heroin. It's like baby aspirin, but
have him join the 27-month club.
Oh my god, the 27-month club. That's so bad.
When do you think the cutoff is for referring to your child in months?
12.
You think so?
15 months sounds kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Even 13 months, just say they're like a year old, you know?
Yeah, a year and some change.
But that's something you'll figure out as soon as you knock up
yeah.
girl.
What an eloquent way to put it.
What, knock up?
Yeah.
Okay. What's another, there's some old-timey word for pregnant that I can't remember. With child.
With child.
Once your girlfriend's with child.
Bearing fruit.
Which I'm just like, dude, you can be with child.
At any
all
age.
the time, yeah.
You could be with a child that's not yours.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm with child.
I'm with child.
I found him at the bus stop.
What do you, all right, people were talking about the worst names for children. I think if you just named your kid Child, that would be up
bad.
there.
Child.
Tony Soprano Brown, get the hell down here.
Child or Parker. What are you going to do? Park?
Well, okay, Alfred. Like a butler.
Like the butler.
Like a
the
butler.
most popular butler in cinema history.
I love your sauce.
You love Alfredo sauce?
Yeah.
There's this girl in middle school. Her nickname is Noodles. And everybody's like, Alfred, you should date her because Alfredo and Noodles. Yeah. I was like, yeah, but she's like in 7th grade and she's taking acid and stuff. Like,
all right, I'm seeing no problems.
Yeah, well, I mean, now she's one of those people that like we didn't really get along at all in high school, and then she'll be like, she like promotes raves and stuff and EDM,
oh, really?
and EDM shows.
Well, it seems like everything worked out for her.
Yeah, no, she's definitely on top of the world.
Yeah.
I mean, she wishes she was recording a podcast on the way to a mic.
Oh.
This is actually our first time, a little earlier than I expected, returning to a place that we've done a drive time to.
Oh, yeah, this is a return trip to O'Sullivan's.
Yeah, so it's kind of a
homecoming for us. Do we do anything special on the return? Do we play the Return of the King soundtrack?
Yeah, I think we should.
But back to Noodles.
Yeah.
Do you think she would have us do a live podcast during one of her raves, like in between sets?
I think that'd be good. We should definitely, just, fucking man on the street, walk in, be like, so you're on drugs, right?
So you're on drugs, yeah.
She got mad at me because I said that I thought that there was a pretty heavy drug culture associated with EDM music. She's like, that's not true.
Wow.
And like, in raves, and she's like, that's not true at all. I was like, yeah, it is. I was like, look, I know you're not supposed to like stereotype people anymore, but if any less than 70 to 80% of the people at EDM music festivals and raves are on drugs, I would be astounded. Or aren't on drugs.
I mean, that's like saying people that are into reggae like smoking weed.
Yeah, it's like,
It's like,
that's the whole thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah, and then she got mad that I said that, and this was at least 4 or 5 years ago.
And you said you did acid in 7th grade?
Well, also, I looked at her Twitter, and like her most recent post was like, I just want to go in the woods and join my tribe. And I was like,
oh, God.
You're whiter than me. What the hell are you talking about?
Join your tribe?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know. I was like, you are just...
That's some disgusting shit right there.
Yeah. Not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that kind of cultural appropriation?
I think so.
I don't think white people. Well, I don't know. Maybe we're in tribes at some point.
I did get flack for that at my last job because I said, let's get together and have a little powwow.
Oh, you can't say powwow.
I got upset.
Can't say powwow. What's one that someone just said? Jip? You can't say jip anymore?
I say jip a lot.
Because it comes from gypsies. And it's like...
Yeah, we might have talked about this before, but, like, do you know a gypsy?
I don't know a single gypsy.
Not that makes it okay, but I feel like, I don't know.
Like every other race of people I've come into contact with at some point. You know what I mean?
Well, also, like...
I guess, like, I've never met an Eskimo, and it would be really weird if Eskimo was, like, the word for, like, fucking someone over. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You just Eskimo.
Well, Eskimo is a slur.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, that's like a... Yeah, I don't...
What's the proper term?
I don't know. I think it's something. I'm gonna guess a snowman, but I'm not...
But Eskimo wasn't an English word. We definitely borrowed that...
That's
from Eskimos. Oh, maybe I should stop saying that.
Yeah, well, there was a metal band that was called Eskimo Callboy, and they had to change their name to Electric Callboy because apparently it's like a some level of slur. I don't know. But
speaking of metal bands and slurs, what's going on with Pantera? I've been seeing all this stuff about Pantera. They're getting kicked off shows or something.
Are they?
Yeah, because supposedly they're racist now or something.
They were. I mean. Dimebag Darrell had a Confederate flag guitar in like 1990. Like,
all right, but it was kind of different back then. Maybe
I don't disagree that it was different, but it's a little late to get pissed about it.
Yeah. Wasn't he like dead now too?
Oh yeah, no. Two of the original four members, arguably the two talented members of the band, are dead. I mean, all of them are talented, but it's the Abbott brothers. It was
Costello and and.
No, it's Vinnie Paul and Dimebag Darrell, who was originally Diamond Darrell, but then I guess he got into weed, assumedly.
I mean, that's a pretty easy transition from Diamond to Dimebag.
Yeah,
that's pretty easy.
He, fun fact, he had a guitar and an amp in his bathroom, and he would write riffs in there, and then he would go around and tell people that his riffs were the shit. Because he wrote them on the toilet.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
so
innovative.
Stupid.
That's why Pantera should be canceled.
Oh, you think because of the bathroom? They should just not have... They shouldn't be allowed to have bathrooms at their show.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, all right, you go to a metal concert, you drink a bunch of beer,
right?
You punch people in the face a little bit. I know it's not explicitly punching them in the face, but you swing your arms around, and if they hit somebody, who cares?
Well, that's hardcore dancing. So the swing your arms. That's generally.
That's dancing.
Yeah, it's called hardcore dancing.
You have a really loose definition of dancing, don't you?
Dude, I've seen. So
did you watch Did you watch Conor McGregor hardcore dance with Dustin Poirier last night?
Well, no, it's like there's like different styles of moshing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So there is important distinction. Like you would never see people swinging their arms around at a Pantera show.
Oh, okay. What kind of music would you see people swinging their arms around? Like, give me a band.
Well, it's traditionally like hardcore punk. That's why it's called hardcore dancing.
Okay. Hardcore punk?
Yeah, hardcore punk or like hardcore metal.
Okay.
Is kind of a different subsect.
So like Minor Threat. Is that hardcore punk?
Yeah, I could see some people.
Or even harder core than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like a modern example that people would know. And there is one that I can't come up with the name of, but it's like the main. Fuck, I should know this. They have like notoriously scary mosh pits that I don't.
You don't mess with?
No, fuck. What is it? God damn it! I should know this. This is gonna kill me, and it's killing the momentum of the podcast.
What's like one of their good songs? Do you remember one of their main songs?
Hold on. I could cut this blank space to be shorter.
No, don't cut it. We gotta keep it in. We're only at 24 minutes. We gotta keep it in.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
God.
A B C D E F G H I J.
I think it starts with a K. Knocked loose.
Knocked loose.
Knocked loose.
Shit! Like my tooth was knocked loose at the.
No, that happens a lot. Like people. That's like That's the one band that I don't get in the mosh pit for, and I will not. Like, that is terrifying. People, like, literally just fight. Like, that's what it is.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're
so
like,
what did, like, the bouncers don't give a fuck? They just leave them alone?
Sometimes. It kind of depends on the situation.
Oh, okay.
Bouncers, a lot of times at metal shows, just stand at the front to catch crowd surfers.
Okay.
I personally think crowd surfing is the most dangerous thing that happens at concerts.
Because they can just drop you at any point.
I see people get dropped on the neck. I had somebody at Warped Tour, they got thrown, they did a full 180 in the air and kicked me in the head, and I fucking boom.
Oh,
dropped,
my God.
dude. It hurt so fucking bad. Yeah, dude.
Where your martial arts abilities didn't kick in?
Well, not as well as you'd hope. No, certainly not.
That would have been dope if you blocked that, though, and, like, punched him in the air.
Just grabbed the leg. It was it was a girl, too.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why.
Yeah, they get, generally, the girls who crowd surf are a little lighter than the guys. Also...
Do they get groped all the time still when they crowd surf, or do
sometimes,
people lay off that?
But generally, that doesn't happen so much at, like, metal shows.
Okay.
There's there's a more surprisingly positive and supportive community.
Okay, surprisingly positive and supportive. Back to what I really wanted to ask. Okay, you're at the Knocked Loose concert.
Right.
You go into the mosh pit. You fuck a couple dudes up. You get fucked up yourself.
Right.
You drank a bunch of beer. You go to take a piss. What are the quality of the toilets like at the Knocked Loose concert?
So it kind of depends. So I've only seen Knocked Loose at a festival specifically.
Oh, yeah.
So, you got festival situations. But I mean, with metal shows, like, I go to a lot of Baltimore Soundstage, and, there'll be some splash on the floor, but it's like just
it's
over.
not crazy.
Every once in a while, like, a homeless dude will wander in and pretend to be a bathroom attendant.
What?
Dude, it's awesome. There's this one guy, he'll just, like they just have, like, the regular brown paper towels, and he'll pull a couple out and just hand them to you. He'll be like, here's a mint, and it's, like, covered in lint, and you're like, thanks, dude.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Dude, that is such a good move for a homeless guy. How do they get into the concert, though?
I don't know. That's a good question. But, yeah, there's just, like, rogue bathroom attendants, which I think is kind of awesome.
That is pretty cool. Would you ever go homeless?
Would I go homeless?
I couldn't do it in the winter, but I think in the summer it might be kind of fun. Sleeping outside all the time,
Yeah. I think there's probably some people that'll get upset about that. But I think I could do it. I've got some camping skills. I think if I had like
give me your begging voice. If you're begging for money. Beg.
Hey man, I'm on some hard times. If you could just give me $1.
Why is it that voice?
I don't know.
Mine's like, I am cold.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me. I'm just a poor, defenseless man.
It's rather chilly out here on the curb.
It's like 90 degrees outside, too. And I'm just like, I'm so cold. If I could just get a hotel for one night. I go British. That's the way I go. Because I guess I'm just thinking of, like, Oliver Twist.
May I have some more, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Or Tiny Tim.
Yeah, Tiny Tim. Oh. All right, where are we at? We're close to Beinfeld Road. There's clear. Okay, I can't get over. I'm sorry, but this has been fucking me up. The double Exxon from last night.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through my head. Are they owned by the same people? Are they owned by different people?
I like to think they're estranged brothers.
Oh, they had to like split the business 50-50?
They're like,
Dude.
Dad died, I want the Exxon. He's like, no, I want the Exxon.
Hell yeah.
And then one of
More
them got
like
it.
ex-son.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, like that. That's a good time, a little wordplay. But, I like to think that there was some kind of split.
What if they were twins, too? That would make it better.
Definitely.
And then, like, they can't tell which son they're working for or whatever.
Oh,
like, if they get fired, they just go across the street.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, you know what we have to do? We're going down to Arlington. You gotta, maybe it's cheating, but you gotta try a slice of pizza from that place. It was pretty good.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we're right by there. I don't know. I am kind of hungry.
Yeah, I haven't eaten dinner.
trying to do well with this diet, but this week has been difficult. This has been the bad week.
Dude, I just been crushing the microwave meals, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
Well, they're only like 300 calories, so I normally have like 2 in a day or 3 in a day, so I'm not really eating
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You're eating 600 calories. I mean...
Yeah, the sodium's a little high, but salt...
I don't believe in salt. I don't believe it's a thing. I think high blood pressure is a myth propagated by the government. You know what I mean?
By Big Pepper.
By Big.
Trying to eclipse salt as the premier seasoning.
You think they're friends, but they're really mortal enemies.
Yeah, they got beef. They hate being fucking paired with cute ornamental salt and pepper shakers.
That would be hilarious if, like, secretly all the pepper shakers are made by a different company than the salt shakers.
That would be cool.
Because of some deal struck in, like, the 1860s
it's the same twins who own the Exxons.
And they're Salt and Pepper, the two twins.
Yeah, but the guy named Pepper is the one who makes all the salt shakers, and a twist no one saw coming.
Oh, God. All right. Where does cayenne fit in?
I don't know. I feel like cayenne isn't at the same level as salt and pepper. Now, if you're in an Italian restaurant, you might have the red pepper flakes.
Oh, the red pepper flakes is a better one.
The Parmesan, maybe, I don't know.
The Parmesan in the shaker that's always clumped up and never works right.
Correct. That's the one.
They got to stop doing that.
Yeah, you think they would have figured that out by now.
They would have figured it out.
It's 2023. I want some Parmesan.
Put a little, like one of those desiccating packets in there.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I know people put rice in with salt to keep it from clumping up.
Yeah. Well, that's because the salt is way smaller than the rice, so the rice doesn't come out.
Right. Well, I guess you couldn't do that with Parmesan.
Maybe you could.
Because it's clumpy.
Maybe if you dream big enough.
Yeah, if you just have hope. This podcast is all about hope and dreams.
The Hope Solo Podcast.
Oh, man. Dude, Ryan Pickett is loving us shouting him out. He, posts
really?
on Facebook every time we shout him out. He's like, listen to the episode. They done did it again. Thanks for the shout out, boys.
All right, shout out Ryan Pickett.
Shout out Ryan Pickett. We should start every episode with that.
Oh, yeah.
As always, shout out to Ryan Pickett.
Maybe that should be the season finales. We have Ryan Pickett on.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think his podcast is BDR, which is short for Big Dick Ryan.
Okay.
Or Big Dick Rye. I have to double check.
Is that a self-given title, or did he earn that?
Well,
did he win like a dick contest of some sort?
His bit, not to do his bit in the podcast, what he said, they call me Big Dick Rye in high school because my dick is small, and that's like the joke. And look, people, I can't do Big Dick Rye justice, but
you can't.
He's legitimately, again, unironically, one of my favorite comedians in the local scene.
He's your comic's favorite comic.
Yeah.
He's like a Dave Attell type.
Because nobody in the audience is ever 100% sure what he's doing, but all the comics are like, let the man cook.
Yeah.
Let him
Go
work.
off king.
Yeah.
He never gets the light, I don't think. I don't think Ryan ever lights him.
No, he just runs out of jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to talk about this on the other podcast, but do you remember when we were in Havre de Grace at State Theater, and it was that older woman's
oh, my God.
first time doing stand-up? So, okay.
That might have been the hardest I've ever laughed in my entire life.
So, all right, there was this older woman. She was supposed to do. I think we were getting 10. Maybe.
Yeah, it was.
We were getting a longer spot.
State Theater is kind of a weird show that way.
Yeah, you're in a giant theater performing to 11 people, who are not sitting near each other. They're spread out.
Yeah.
So crowd work is not a fucking option at State Theater because you can't see anybody. But this old woman goes up. I think I'm pretty sure it preceded both of our sets.
Yes.
Definitely mine because I tried to make a joke about it and I don't think people received it. But so this older woman goes up there. It was her first time doing stand-up. I don't remember why she wanted to do stand-up. But she goes through this set. It wasn't good. All right. And I was like, damn. And then she does this joke and I'm like, I think she did that joke already.
The first time she went through, she did about maybe 2 minutes. Yeah.
No, it was longer than that because she ended up doing 15.
Oh, yeah.
She ran the light hard. But I remember I was like, I think she did that joke already. And then she did another one. I was like, I'm pretty sure she did that one too.
Yeah.
And I remember I turned to you. I was like, I think she's repeating the set. And you were like, no way, dude. She's not. She's not. And then she started it a third time. And you're like, holy shit. She gets into the fourth time. And listen, people, this woman was she had 3 or 4 minutes of material. And she was supposed to do 10. So she was like, I guess I'm starting over. And did it again. Which, honestly, if you're...
I don't know. I don't think so. I got a completely different impression.
She didn't realize it?
Oh, yeah, because there was one time where she did the same joke twice in a row.
Yeah.
The same joke twice in a row. And when she got off stage, I mean, people were dying. People were cracking up. The third or fourth time, everyone kind of looked at each other and realized what was going on.
Yeah, well, I think it was definitely something about her clothes that was the trigger one. It was
yes.
It was So my fashion sense, and like the third time she said my fashion sense, I literally lost. It's maybe the hardest I've ever laughed at stand-up comedy.
I mean, it's because she perfectly timed it too. That you're like, wait, no, there's no way she's.
There's no fucking way she's doing it again.
And then just in point, there'd be like a pause, and she'd be like, "So my fashion sense is a mix of, you know."
Yeah, but it really seemed. I feel like I have a recording of it somewhere because I think I started to record it like halfway through, but because every once in a while I'll do that. If somebody's doing something ridiculous, I'm like, I need to save this for myself. But
the reason I say that is she got off stage and everyone was like going up to her like, good set, and she like didn't say like, oh, I repeated myself. She's just like, oh, I had a great time.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But yeah, she was supposed to do. I don't remember how much time, but it was either like 7 or 10 minutes. And she kept running the light, and the mayor of Havre de Grace, Thez Grimes, was trying to like light her and get her off. And I was like, "Did you tell her what a light was before?" And he's like, "No." That's what I love is when a host is like, "Oh, it's their first time coming up. We're so excited," and then they don't explain the light. So they're just like, "This person's like, why is this guy taking pictures of me?"
Exactly.
So he's like, I'm doing everything I can. I'm like, you're going to have to go out there. He's like, I can't go out there. And I was like, bro, she's done 15.
Yeah.
She's creeping up on 20. She's done the set 4 times.
Yeah.
And so eventually he's like, all right, let's give it up for her. But like, it was like the craziest response to anxiety I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like complete amnesia.
Yeah.
But also selling the joke every time. Like she was like, she didn't seem that nervous. She like sold it as best she could, you know? I want to book her on every show.
All of them, yeah. She's the GOAT.
I've been thinking about that. We need to start our own show to go along with the podcast.
I was thinking about that, yeah. Drive Time Productions.
Where will we have? What's halfway between the two of us?
Owings Mills, yeah.
Are there people? Do people already do comedy? I've never heard of someone doing comedy in Owings Mills.
Which could be a good sign or a bad sign.
Like people do comedy in Bel Air, I know, and like pretty much all over the city. And they used to do it at High Tops or Magoobies, you know. So maybe it's fertile land.
Yeah, I just like don't know. I feel like whenever I think of Owings Mills, I really primarily think of like where the Metro Center and stuff is.
Okay.
But there is like that whole other area by Stevenson, young population.
Yeah, and there's like a business park too.
Yeah.
With like a what's it called, a green turtle. I remember you used to go to that green turtle, and you could buy like a mug and get your mug on the wall.
You can do that at any green turtle.
And I'm like, okay, why don't you just tell the world you're an alcoholic?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've got a mug at the turtle.
I got a mug at the turtle.
Oh, dude. Me and Jackie went to that green turtle during the pandemic.
Okay.
And had some of like the worst service we've had in our life. Like there was like this black woman got in a fight with somebody. It was like then our server came over, sat down at the table, and just started crying.
Are you serious?
Then she brought Jackie the wrong food, and Jackie's like, just don't say anything. Like, she's like, it's fine. But yeah, so we didn't get service for like 30 minutes. It was crazy. Like this place was the biggest dumpster fire.
Oh my god!
And like it was in the pandemic, so you're like kind of like
you have to like give them. But if it wasn't the pandemic, you would have like got up and left.
I think me and Jackie have been dating for like maybe 4 months at this point.
Wait, did you guys date right before the pandemic?
We started dating. We started dating on March 9th of 2020.
Okay.
And the first like stay-at-home order was March 15th of 2020.
Oh my god.
So I'm not saying it's our fault, but it feels like it's our fault.
The world was trying to keep you two apart.
They were like, "Yo, chill."
Yeah.
But I think it was good though. That's why, because we moved in together a little faster than I would have expected. Okay. I would have been cool with. Like we only dated for like 5 months.
Oh wow, that is very quick.
Which is early. But the reason that I was okay with it is because since she worked at a restaurant and I worked at like face-to-face customer service, both of us like didn't have a job for a month. So we just kind of like lived together for like we'd been dating for like 2 months, and then all of a sudden we're like staying with each other. And so I feel like the pandemic, because there was literally nothing to do, kind of fast-tracked our relationship on the front end a little bit.
There you go. You got the fast pass.
Yeah, we got the fast pass.
Cuffing season, more like ball and chain season.
Oh,
am I right?
Yeah, the old ball and chain.
The old ball and chain.
But yeah, we didn't go on a date for the first 3 months of our relationship, which is kind of wild.
You got You got off easy, dude.
Yeah. And when we did, we went to a drive-in movie theater.
So, do you want to, like, hang out or something?
We could just... Well, I don't want to just chill at my house. Well, that's literally the only place we could be. Our first outing together, we went to Walmart to stack up on snacks.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, your wallet was thanking you so much.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm, like, so disappointed in myself because during the pandemic, I had so much fucking money.
Really?
Oh, dude, I had, like, 12 grand in the bank.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because I wasn't, like... There wasn't anything to spend money on. I was, like, working for a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then I was on unemployment briefly because I... didn't work for, I don't know, like 6 weeks.
And those stimmies helped.
So, but I didn't even get the stimmies until 2021.
Really?
Yeah, I got all of them at once because my dad had, like, filed me as a dependent.
Yeah.
But then it turned out I couldn't get filed as a dependent for some reason or another. And so they were like, here's all of them. And I was like, shit, that's like a couple grand. Like,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that, but I had it for a little bit.
That's the way it is with money. Easy come, easy go. Also, hard come, easy go, and
easy come, hard go.
No, it's never hard to go.
You think so?
I think it's so easy to spend money. I am like the amount that I spend money is directly proportional to how much money I have in the bank. So it always stays at about the same level. Because once it starts getting like big, I just start being like, oh, I can get sushi two times today. No big deal.
Treat myself.
Yeah, and like that's never the case. I'm never financially stable enough.
Well, that was why I got fat the first time. Is because when I was working at the collision shop, it was in Cockeysville, and there's so many fucking restaurants.
Oh yeah,
like they have within like a mile. There's every fast food chain.
Yep.
So many restaurants.
Lito's Pizza.
Have you
ever done? All right, probably one of the fattest things I've ever done is over the pandemic. I went and got like the biggest sized Lito's Pizza.
Oh.
And just spent like a whole day eating just.
Well,
time for another square of pizza.
So there's a Lito's in Mount Airy. Whenever I go over to my buddy's house, like sometimes his parents would get it. And there's something about the tiny square slices where you'll have 30.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't feel like you're eating a real slice at all.
Yeah. No, I was doing a construction job, and they were like, we're going to get some Lito's Pizza. Do you guys want a pizza? Me and my cousin were both ordering. We were like, yeah, sure. So they ordered a Lito's Pizza, and me and him, like, it was a big one. We ate like 2/3 of it. Like, just crushed it.
God.
Just standing there.
Jesus.
What are your go-to pizza toppings?
Me? My favorite pizza, because I'm a bit of a snob, is like the traditional margarita.
Okay.
The traditional, so that's just tomato sauce, little bit of mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella.
And basil.
Basil.
But no, I like a lot of different types of pizza. Like, I don't have like a favorite. Like, I like a white pizza, too.
Oh,
like a little cream sauce, like some mushrooms and shit. And also, like, sometimes I just want a cheese pizza, too, weirdly enough. And sometimes I'm like, put bacon and sausage and pepperoni and green peppers.
I love a meat lovers, for sure.
All right, this was my go-to for a while that I think is possibly the best one. It's too expensive now. Because, like, Pizza Hut and Papa John's and all those places are way more expensive than, like, better pizza places that are just, like, independently owned. You know what I mean?
100%. And, dude, Pizza Hut sucks.
Well, this is the thing. Pizza Hut was my favorite for a while, only to get the thin and crispy. Because they do have a pretty good thin and crispy. And so mine would be a thin and crispy with pepperoni and jalapenos. And I would, hate myself after eating that pizza.
Yeah.
But, like, something about a jalapeno that goes into the pizza oven and it gets, like,
that
almost burnt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that with some pepperoni is just like,
dude,
holy shit.
I feel like when a jalapeno gets cooked, it loses a little of its kick. I don't know if you think this, but I don't know.
I would say so.
But, dude, I love peppers on pizza for sure.
My theory, too, with jalapenos is that they differ wildly in heat level. Like, sometimes I'll have jalapenos and something, and I'll be like, oh, this is, like, I literally can't taste any heat at all. And sometimes I'm like, holy shit, like, this is literally inedible.
Dude, no, I remember there was one time, because it's however long they're in the fridge, they continue to get spicier.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's how old it is?
Yeah, so I had one pepper from this bag. Wasn't bad. I made a sandwich. Then like 2 weeks later, the pepper still seemed fresh, so I made another one.
Yeah.
I was like crying. And I know people listening are going to be like, oh, white dude can't handle jalapeno. Normally I'm fine.
Yeah.
Normally
like a jalapeno popper is
maybe that's a top 3 app for me.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you got mozzarella sticks. Has got to be up there.
Jalapeno poppers and calamari.
Oh, that's a good top 3.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to think. All right, you're not including soups as appetizers, right?
No,
okay.
I wouldn't. I mean, like, yeah, you can get a cup as an app.
What about wings?
I feel like
wings are kind of in between a meal and a appetizer.
I rarely get wings as an appetizer. If I get wings, I
don't think I've ever gotten wings and been like, okay, let me get a full meal after this.
Like
too.
Wings are like deceptively heavy. Like a lot of people that are like, yeah, I could eat 30 wings. I cannot personally, but I could eat 30 nuggets.
Oh, dude, back when McDonald's had like the
100 nuggets for $6.
Oh, yeah. Or it was the what it really was Wendy's had it for $1 for 10 nuggets, and that was for, or maybe I'm thinking of Burger King.
Oh yeah.
And they're worse than McDonald's, but like again, you could get 100 nuggets for $10.
So here's what I think: Burger King used to be better than McDonald's.
You think so?
They've dropped hard in like the last maybe 10 years. It's been a steady plummet down. The service has gotten worse. The food has gotten worse because they changed their fries. When I was younger, Burger King's fries were so much better than McDonald's. It wasn't even close for me. Wasn't even close.
Well, they always undercook them.
Yeah, and then
McDonald's, sometimes you can still get the perfect fries. Sometimes you get the fries, you're like, holy shit, these are like literally amazing.
Yeah, but no, the fries. Because Burger King used to have solid toys. Like I remember when Revenge of the Sith came out, they had like these full figurines, and you could get Star Wars watches and shit, and like they were fire.
Yeah.
Although McDonald's had like, you could get the little video games. It'd be like Sonic and Knuckles and shit.
I remember there used to be a Inspector Gadget toy that I wanted.
Oh, that sounds good.
And you could get you could get the main one, and then you could attach like different things to the Inspector Gadget.
Well, I feel like they don't push the toys anymore.
They don't push the toys,
dude. It used to be they'd have a display with all the toys in, and you were like, "Fuck, I gotta get the Stormtrooper. I gotta get Darth Vader."
People got mad at the marketing towards children. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not really supposed to do that. But like the commercials were like about the toy. They'd be like,
yeah.
Like,
because then you'd beg your mom. You'd be like, "Let's go. Can we please go to McDonald's?"
Oh yeah, no. When they had the Star Wars one, I got all of them.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no, we kept because you just stop it and be like, "Yo, you got that Obi-Wan figure yet?" But
make sure it's a boy's toy. I will fucking riot if they give me a girl's toy.
God damn it, it's a My Little Pony. But yeah, and they also, I missed the display. You walk into McDonald's.
Oh, the display!
Yeah, you're like, shit, what they got here?
Well, dude, do you remember Burger King's used to have Nintendo 64s in them?
Yeah.
Dude, we grew up at the peak of civilization.
Oh, 100%.
And it's just been downhill since then.
Dude,
now rent is like 4 times as much as it used to be. You used to be able to like rent an apartment for like $300, go play Nintendo 64 at the Burger King, and then, that's all you needed.
Dude, I never had a fear of the dentist because they had a Nintendo 64 set up.
What?
When I was younger. Oh yeah, he had an Xbox, a PS2, and it was an Xbox, a PS2, and a GameCube. I think it was all set up, and like you would just go in, and they had it like attached to this big kiosk. You just stood around it.
Yeah.
And I would go in there and play fucking Crash.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
Play that every single time I went there. I loved it. So I was like, fuck yeah, let's go to the dentist. Like, I'm about to go. Because I didn't have,
get some games.
I didn't get my first game console until I was 10. So
yeah. I think we got ours when I was like 8 or 9.
So, yeah, you got the...
Well, wait, did you have a Game Boy, though?
No.
Oh.
So you got the younger brother effect that my younger brother got.
Yeah.
Because my younger brother, because whenever I got something, he got it too, like inherently. So when I was 10, I got a PS2, so he was 7. And I think that's partly why he's so much better at video games than I am, because he started to form those skills
totally
earlier.
He had,
But no, dude, I got a PS2 in 4th grade, and I was like, this is the shit. And then when Evan turned 10, they got him a Nintendo DS. Which I feel like the portable one kind of edges out. Although PlayStation 2 is the best console of all time, in my opinion.
I think that's undisputed. I think that's undisputed.
Yeah, you could make the argument for
only
maybe
other one I'd say is Game Boy, maybe.
Well, I think that the Nintendo 64. I think you could even maybe the Super Nintendo just for the time it came out.
Yeah.
But I think overall PlayStation 2 is the best console of all time.
The only thing I think is like when I was a kid, we used to go on these like super long car trips to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they got me the Game Boy, is because I would play the fuck out of some Pokemon Blue and Red.
Playing Pokemon in the back of a car.
You get motion sick, but you like can't stop playing because you're too addicted to it.
See, I wouldn't from video games, but if I like read a book in the back of a car, I get motion sick, which I think is the universe telling me not to be a fucking nerd. But
yeah. Anytime I tried to put like on a condom in the backseat of a car, like, I get motion sick, and that's like
motion sick.
The universe telling me I'm allergic to latex.
Sorry,
you know
girl.
what I mean?
Spirit realm doesn't want me to fuck you with a rubber.
Dude, they're trying to get plants for my office, and one they're considering is a rubber tree, and I'm like, isn't this like doesn't this kind of have a negative history associated with it? Yeah, wouldn't that kind of be like us getting like a cotton plant for the office or something like that, or like a tobacco plant? Why are we getting industrial plants? Can't we just have like a flower?
Yeah, get a ficus.
A ficus.
Can't go wrong with a ficus.
You killed my ficus.
Yeah, that puts oxygen in the air. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Good for
dude, oxygen's good for you. I just found this out.
I've heard about that.
I read this study that you actually like if you don't have oxygen, you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie. That was weak sauce.
It's all good. It's the drive time podcast, baby. We're driving.
I think we might want to call it.
I think we call it too. Let's get to an hour. We got 9 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Let's make the final 9 the best.
Okay.
Part
Final
of this.
9.
So, boom. Ideas. Anybody? Where are we at? Look, guys, we recorded 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
We did a show. We're doing a show tonight. We're not going to do the bit thing that we did in the last 2 episodes because tonight's a different vibe. It's a show where we're getting heckled.
We have to bring out the A material.
Yeah, we're going into the belly of the beast.
Maybe we should just tell a joke we're doing tonight instead of a new joke.
You think so?
Because they haven't heard all our shit. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we can't give it to them all up front, though.
Oh, okay. They have to come to the show?
Yeah, let's blue ball them a little bit. Yeah, they should come to the show. Come and see the heaters.
Yeah, you guys got to start coming to the shows. All 28 of you. That actually would be, if we could get 14 people, we could get half the people that listen to this to come to every single one of our shows.
That'd be sick.
That would be, like, really cool.
It would be nice to have fans. I mean, it sounds like, I don't want to say we have fans, but it sounds like we got some people who are steady listening, which we definitely appreciate. But,
when I was in high school, I had an Asian teacher named Mr. Fan. I'm not even kidding you.
Oh, nice.
I thought that was funny.
Mr. Fan.
Yeah. And so one day I dressed up like a geisha and, like, was fanning my... Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I saw on a TV today when I was walking through a store, they were talking about Miss Universe.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like universe is a little presumptuous.
This is not... It's like a Jerry Seinfeld bit,
You think so?
Yeah, dude. Have we really gone to all the other galaxies?
I was thinking about that.
What if there's some hot alien? I want a fucking alien.
Some 3-tittied bitch.
Dude, the one thing I keep getting in, like, my YouTube feed is these people, like, these fucking idiots talking about ancient Egypt and how, like, all this technology couldn't have existed and all this stuff. And I'm like, kill yourself.
Dude, I saw, it was like...
You're the worst type of people. This is what you care about? Is ancient Egyptian technology?
Dude, I saw Eddie Griffin clip earlier today where he's talking about the pyramids, and I'm like, bro, what you're saying makes no fucking sense. He's like,
how they're upside down?
Yeah.
How it's a diamond?
I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
We could find out if it's a diamond. We could dig. Like, it's very easy to
back in like the early 1900s, we also did not give a fuck about fucking up any, like...
Yeah.
We were, like, blasting dynamite to get to King Tut's tomb or whatever.
Yeah, dude. We were fucking reckless with it. Well, apparently the pyramids used to be, like, smooth because they had these limestone plates on it.
Yeah. They used to look nice as shit.
Yeah, now they're raggedy as hell. I'd like to see the pyramids, though. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, I mean, can you imagine, though, you're like a 3000 BC peasant, and you see the pyramid, and someone goes, the pharaoh did that? You'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, I'm worshiping him now.
8 of my brothers are stuck between the bricks up there, but okay.
And everyone says pyramids were, like, built by slaves. They were not built by slaves. That's, like, completely wrong. And you can look this stuff up historically, too. You know what I mean?
Who built them?
Huh?
Who built them?
Egyptians.
I thought you were gonna say aliens.
Well, Egyptian slaves. I mean, alien slaves.
Yeah, yeah.
They invented slavery just so they could build pyramid. That's all right.
Aliens came down there like
one time. Yeah, it was aliens, but they just used like human slaves too.
Yeah, they're like, yo, you ain't got slaves here yet, bro. How do you think we got these ships?
Yeah. Oh my God.
They came down. We were like, yo, just make them do it. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, you guys don't have guns yet either? And then, like, one alien's like, don't give them guns. Don't give them guns yet. They're not ready.
Let's wait another century or two.
Yeah. You can actually make nuclear bomb. Well, you guys won't get that. You guys won't get that yet.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like in Back to the Future. It's like your kids will love it. Like, your kids will love it. I mean, unless they're Japanese, then they will not love it. But other kids will enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Like, do you think they're here on Earth?
I don't know that they're here on Earth.
I believe they're out there somewhere, like just odds-wise, but like...
Oh, yeah. Getting back to the statistics.
Oh, some statistics for you mystics?
Yeah, there just has to be. I mean, I think
Putting on lipstick?
I think it's scary to think that there's not aliens out there.
Oh, yeah, we're alone? Like, this is it?
Yeah.
And we're, like, doing podcasts?
In a car.
The
Drive Time Podcast.
That would be great if we died and, like, we're in front of, like, God or something. He's like, turns out podcasting is one of the worst sins.
Yeah, it's the biggest sin.
It's the biggest sin.
We thought it was going to be gluttony, but it turns out...
Gay sex, totally cool.
Podcasting...
That's actually a net benefit.
Yeah, podcasting, super gay.
Oh, God.
Yeah, how narcissistic are you?
Yeah.
Think people want to hear you talk in your fucking beat up Mazda?
I mean, sucking another dude's cock. I mean, that's just gentlemanly. You know.
That's cool. You're doing your boy a solid.
No. I feel like the implication of that joke might have been that I thought gay sex is a sin. No, I didn't think that. That's just the traditional, what like a traditional religious person says is a sin.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
But
personally.
People I know think that.
People up in Carroll, and by people I know, I mean people up in Carroll County. Then I know.
Oh yeah,
your people,
your people,
the people from the north.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that. Imagine, okay, this might be kind of off, but you're a slave,
right?
You're traveling north from the south. You go through Maryland, you get to Baltimore, and you're like, oh, I'm not, because Baltimore was still a slave state, and you're like, oh, I'm not safe yet. You go north. And you end up in Carroll County. And you're just like, oh, shit.
I'm going back.
No.
Yeah, Carroll County's, yeah. Like I've said before, when I was younger, it seemed pretty chill. But as an adult, I'm like, some questionable choices being made here.
Well, I think that's like everybody. They grow up, they think all this shit is normal or cool.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh yeah, you can't do that accent anymore. No.
Which sucks because I was good at it.
Yeah.
Bro, they're taking all my good bits.
They're taking all my bits. Stop stealing my moves. No.
Nanny Helen Burroughs. That sounds good.
Who's that?
I don't know. Nanny Helen.
Let's see. Let's get an ETA check.
We are 17 minutes out.
17?
We're getting there late as fuck. I'm hoping it starts at 8 and not 7:30.
I can look it up.
Yeah. Pull up that Eventbrite.
I really hope it does start at 8. Oh, we got some messages from the messenger.
Well, one of them was me.
Okay, pulling up the Eventbrite, ladies and gentlemen. Heckler's Bar. Oh, it says it starts at 7:30. God damn it.
That's now.
Yeah.
Well,
so fucking
that
late.
sucks.
Yeah. Well, we'll just tell them we did run into traffic.
Yeah.
Definitely as much as we thought, you know.
Yeah, for sure. No,
but we left pretty close to 6.
Yeah, no, we should have gotten there fine.
Yeah, last time we got there pretty quick, I feel like. Skipping a jump.
It was just a couple minutes over an hour. So, like, I think the latest, like, if we got stuck in traffic, I was expecting the latest to get there is, like, 7:20.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we did our best. We did everything we could do.
We out here
but
trying.
Hopefully John doesn't start, like, right on time. I used to hate when shows didn't start on time, and now I'm like, for some reason, I had some weird neuroses about it where I'm like, oh, this guy's trying to get over too.
Yeah, the guy behind me is not going to be happy because I cut him off real bad.
Listen, you got to do what you got to do, man.
We're recording a podcast.
Oh, speaking of, I think
we're coming up on the hour.
Right?
Let's call it because there's a very confusing exit coming up.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. And
this has been the Drive Time Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm Al. This is Parker. Goodbye.
Goodbye.